Today we'll be looking at a comparison between the TicWatch 3, the 4 and the 5. So the TicWatch Pro 5 just dropped last week, and I thought now would be a good time to compare this with the older models, i.e. the Pro 3. The Pro 4 doesn't actually exist, so this comparison is actually between the 3 and the 5. 4 is considered a bad luck in China, so a lot of Chinese manufacturers skip that number. This is based purely on the features you get on paper, so there may be some differences to when you actually try out the watches. I have done a review on the TicWatch Pro 3, which you can check out right here. So let's have a look at the design first. Both watches come in the standard black colour theme, and both have interchangeable straps. Where it does differ is in the display, the bezels and the weight. The newer Pro 5 is a little heavier and thicker than the previous version, with a bigger display and simpler design. The Pro 3 featured 2 buttons on the sides, which could be customized and used as buttons only. The Pro 5, on the other hand, now only features 1 button, but that can be used as a scrolling button to navigate around the watch, as well as being used as a button. There is also another button which is slightly hidden, but can be used to bring up the menus on the watch. In terms of using the watches in water, the Pro 3 has an IP68 rating, whereas the Pro 5 has a 5 ATM rating, which basically means the Pro 5 is safer to use in wetter conditions. The displays on these watches are pretty identical, offering 1.4 OLED touchscreen displays with a pixel density of 326 pixels per inch, and the always-on power-saving dual screens are included in both these watches. With a 466 by 466 though, the Pro 5 does have a slightly higher resolution. Now let's shift our focus to the software on these watches. As you would expect with a new model, there would be updated software, which is the case for the Pro 5. It uses the latest Snapdragon 555 Plus Gen 1 processor, while the Pro 3 uses the older 4100 chipset. The Pro 5 has memory coming in at 32GB compared to the 8GB on the Pro 3. The RAM has also been doubled in the Pro 5 with 2GB, whereas it was 1 on the Pro 3. As I mentioned in this video, the Pro 3 hasn't had any updates to the software since October 2021, and is still stuck on the Wear OS 2, even though many promises were made but no updates were given. The Pro 5 comes packed with the Wear OS 3, which offers easy navigation and an improved overall experience for the user. Due to the Pro 5 being on the newer OS and having a newer chipset, it has a much smoother user interface and snappy responses. There isn't a massive difference in the variety of apps you can download on the watches, as Mobvoi's app selection is pretty similar across both. You will have access to all the main health and fitness apps, with both models such as the heart rate, the blood oxygen level, sleep monitoring, as well as the GPS tracking, which is also built in both models. If you've heard about the TicWatch before, the battery life would have been the main selling point, or one of the main selling points, as it can manage 72 hours on a single charge, where other more expensive brands can only manage 24. With the Pro 5, the battery life has been improved, going from 72 on the Pro 3 to 80 on the Pro 5. And if you switch to the Essential mode, it can give you a gobsmacking 45 days. Of course, the battery life does depend on how you use the watch and which features you enable, but in general, TicWatch seems to be ahead in this area over their competitors. Both watches use the same charger with the 2 pins in the magnet, which is something that's kind of behind compared to other manufacturers, something hopefully Mobvoi will improve in the future. Here are some other things to quickly mention between the two models. So Bluetooth connectivity is one thing that's slightly different. The Pro 5 uses a 5.2 technology, whereas the Pro 3 used the 5.0, which is a slight improvement but nothing drastic. There are more sensors on the Pro 5, which should hopefully assist with better accuracy in the metrics that are created. And the straps on the Pro 5 that are used are 24mm straps, and on the Pro 3 those are the 22mm straps, which is also a slight difference, and it could be an inconvenience, but it is what it is. Now, so far you're probably thinking the Pro 5 is a clear winner here. Why would anyone choose the Pro 3? Well, here's your answer: the price. The Pro 3 is currently on sale for $200 on the official website, and the Pro 5 bumps that to $350, which is not cheap. So final thoughts, if you want the best of the best, the TicWatch Pro 5 is the way to go. It offers a longer battery life, a more up-to-date Wear OS experience, a snappier performance, and it's easier to just navigate thanks to the rotating button. But if you're on a budget and can't spend the extra cash just yet, the TicWatch Pro 3 is still a great option with enough features to complement your productivity. If you can spend the cash, then the TicWatch Pro 5 is a no-brainer. That's it. Hopefully you found this helpful. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment down your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya!